हेलो लर्नर्स, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल इकोनॉमिक्स एट ईज। आई एम द एजुकेटर। और आज हम मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स का चैप्टर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, लेसन नंबर 5 और चैप्टर नंबर 5 मनी। ओके, इट्स प्योरली अ थ्योरेटिकल पार्ट। ओके, और बहुत इजी है, बहुत अंडरस्टैंडिंग, कोई ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम आपको नहीं होगी। एंड फाइनली I should congratulate to each and everyone that we have finally completed measurement of national income. Okay, so I hopefully you all people agree with that. Okay, so money basically is what that is. आपको पता है कि money के बगैर कुछ भी नहीं होता है. Okay, because it promotes trade. Okay, and it is a store of value. Then the trade take place, exchange of goods and services becomes easy with the help of money. So all these things we are going to study in this chapter. Okay, very simple, very easy. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Introduction of the money, right? Money is the most important discovery of modern times. It is the foundation stone around which all the economic activities revolve. It is very difficult to imagine the modern economic life without money. Okay, so everybody agree with that. Nothing to explain about it. Then it is the basic necessity of all economies. So various stages of evolution of money. That is now, first of all, before money, how the people trade, how the people exchange. Okay, so the exchange means goods for goods or commodities for commodities. Okay, so you have already read in the or you have already means आपने कहीं ना कहीं पढ़ा होगा कि barter system exists. Okay, before the money just come in takes place of. Okay, so meaning of barter system is what that is in the beginning of civilization, human needs were simple and limited. You all agree with this also. People used to exchange goods with each other to satisfy their wants. Barter exchange refers to exchange of goods for goods, an economy where there is a direct barter of goods and services. Barter means exchange of, okay? It is called a barter economy or CC economy, where C stands for commodity. So if I want something, okay, for example, if I have wheat and the other person is having rice, okay, so I'm going to exchange both the commodities and then we are going to get the satisfaction out of that commodity, okay. So there was no money. When there was no money, so barter system used to exist, okay. What happens here कि एक commodity के बदले में आप दूसरी commodity exchange कर लेते थे, right? But इसके क्या होंगे? Obvious सी बात है, इसकी limitations भी होंगी, कुछ इसके disadvantages भी होंगे. तो क्या होते हैं? Let us start here. Okay. For example, when a farmer gives wheat and gets cloth from the weaver in return, it is known as the barter exchange. So कोई भी आपके पास commodity उसके बदले में आपको commodity मिल रही है, that is going to be known as the barter system. It is also known as CC economy. It can be asked in 1 mark MCQ. Okay. Now barter system can work when there exists double coincidence of want. Now double coincidence of want is what? दैट इज सिंपली जो मुझे चाहिए वो सामने वाले के पास भी वो कमोडिटी अवेलेबल हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम हैविंग wheat एज अ कमोडिटी, सीसी इकोनॉमी हमारी चल रही है, एंड द अदर पर्सन ओके ऑल्सो नीड्स दैट, मेरे पास wheat है इन और मुझे शुगर चाहिए, तो सामने वाले के पास शुगर भी कमोडिटी में है और जिस क्वांटिटी में चाहिए वो भी उसके पास अवेलेबल है, एंड वी ऑल बोथ अग्री विद दैट ना. तो जब वो क्या होगा, ये आपका तब एक्सचेंज टेक प्लेस करेगा. बट इंस्टेड, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मेरे पास वीट है और सामने वाले और मुझे शुगर चाहिए, लेकिन सामने वाले पास क्या है, मुझे शुगर तो दे देगा, बट स्टिल व्हाट हैपेंस हियर, दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट इन रिटर्न, दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, उसके पास शूज है या उसके बदले में वो शूज मुझे दे रहा है, एंड आई डिडंट अग्री विद दैट. ओके, सो डबल कोइंसिडेंस ऑफ व्हाट मींस दोनों तरफ से वो कोइंसिडेंस होना चाहिए कि आप जिससे अदला बदली कर रहे हो प्रोडक्ट्स की, वो भी अग्रीबल. ओके, बट ये तो हो नहीं सकता ना. इन प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ व्हाट वी कैन से, ये होना बहुत इम्पॉसिबल है. ओके, so let's start here. Double coincidence of wants refers to the simultaneous fulfillment of mutual wants of buyers and sellers. In the above example, want for clothing by the farmer coincides with the want of weaver for wheat. However, it is very difficult to find double coincidence of wants in real life. It leads to huge trading cost. With rise in economic activities, the exchange through barter system became more difficult and complicated. Let us discuss the various limitations of barter system. Now, the various limitations of barter system क्या होंगी? For first here, lack of double coincidence of want. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि जो मुझे चाहिए वो सामने वाले बंदे के पास अवेलेबल हो, ठीक है, और मैं इस पे अग्री कर जाऊं. फाइन. तो वही चीज यहाँ पे समझाई गई है, दैट इज कोइंसिडेंस ऑफ वांट्स इज नॉट मींस हमेशा आपको नहीं मिलेगी. बार्टर सिस्टम कैन वर्क ओनली व्हेन बोथ बायर एंड सेलर आर रेडी टू एक्सचेंज each other's good, means both have the same commodity that they want to exchange. For example, A can exchange goods with B only when A has what B wants. Okay, जो हमारे पास है और हम चाह रहे हैं हम एक्सचेंज करें उसके बदले में वो उसके पास भी अवेलेबल हो, कंडीशन ये फुलफिल तभी करेगा ना, तभी तो हम बाटा सिस्टम करेंगे. एंड B हैज व्हाट A wants. However, such double coincidence is very rare. तो आपको ये ज्यादा देखने को नहीं मिलेगा. Lack of common measure of value. अब आप इसको measure भी नहीं कर सकते हो. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं वीट दे रही हूँ, सामने वाला मुझे शूज दे रहा है, या मुझे सामने वाला जो है टी या कॉफी दे रहा है, तो उसको मेजर मैं कैसे करूंगी. ओके, ये अग्रीमेंट ही नहीं हो सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वो कह नहीं है आप 2 एप्पल्स ले लो, उसके बदले में आप जो है 1 पेयर ऑफ शूज, तो इट कैन नॉट बी मेजर्ड. ओके, so in the barter system all commodities are not of equal value and there is no common measure. तो वहां पे कोई यूनिट नहीं था ना of value of goods and services in which exchange ratios can be expressed. For example, if A has wheat and B has rice, then it's difficult to decide how much wheat is needed to exchange because there is no measure of value. आप कैसे वैल्यू को मेजर करोगे कि ये दोनों चीजें इक्विवेलेंट हो जाएंगी. With 1 kilogram of rice. In the absence of common measure, the exchange ratio is fixed randomly, in which one of the party generally suffers. Okay, so lack of standard of deferred payment. Now, that was the most, you can say, the drawback or limitation of the barter system. That is, it cannot be used for the deferred payments. means future payments के लिए हम use ही नहीं कर सकते because there are some goods that are perishable, okay, and they cannot be stored for a longer period of time. Durability उसमें नहीं थी. Let's see what's written here. Under barter system, contracts involving future payments or credit transactions cannot take place with ease because of the following reasons. The borrower may not be able to arrange goods of exactly same quality at the time of repayment. For example, मैंने एक्सचेंज करा एप्पल्स, ठीक है, मैंने कहा भाई फ्यूचर में तुम उसको पेमेंट कर देना, आप जरूरी नहीं है उसी क्वालिटी के एप्पल्स या उसी क्वालिटी के राइस या शुगर या वीट या जो भी चीज मैंने आप बोला है कि मैं रीपेमेंट करूंगी उसका फ्यूचर में, वो मेरे पास अवेलेबल हो, राइट. तो दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. Then there may be conflicts regarding which specific commodity is to be used for repayment. एक ये भी प्रॉब्लम आती थी उसमें. Then commodity to be repaid may lose or gain its value at the time of repayment. जाहिर सी बात है जब आपका measure of value नहीं है, then these problems occurs. Okay, so it is very difficult to make deferred payments in the form of goods. Then lack of store of value, that it cannot be stored also. Okay, most of the goods like wheat, rice, vegetables, etc., do not possess durability. That is, their quality deteriorates with passage of time. Okay, the storage of goods require time and efforts. Okay, and for storage you need the time and efforts also, so that उसको preserve करना पड़ेगा. तो ये सब चीजें क्या हैं? Limitations of barter system. यही क्या हो जाएंगे? Points आपके advantages of using money में आ जाएंगे, right? इन्हीं सब चीजों को उसने overcome कर लिया money ने. So because of these reasons हमें money को लाना पड़ा, right? As a result, goods cannot be used to store the earnings for a longer period. With so many difficulties, barter system could not continue for a long time. As a result, it was replaced by monetary exchange, that is buying and selling of goods with the help of money. Okay. Now then, functions of money. अब देखो दो important function होते हैं money के, एक होता है primary, एक होता है secondary. Okay, primary it is also known as main or basic functions, and secondary it is also known as subsidiary or derivative functions. Right now we are going to study here very quickly. प्राइमरी फंक्शन क्या है? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जो उसका आपका था, जैसे आपके जितने भी लिमिटेशंस थे, जो आपके ड्रॉबैक्स थे बाटा सिस्टम के, वही आपके जो है यहाँ पे फंक्शंस ऑफ मनी में आते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मीडियम ऑफ एक्सचेंज. ओके, नाउ द गुड्स कैन बी एक्सचेंज एंड दे कैन बी एक्सेप्टेबल. ओके, so very quickly we are going to just read it. Money as a medium of exchange means that it can be used to make payments for all transactions of goods and services. It is the most essential function of money. Okay, the primary function है. Money has the quality of general acceptability. It means everybody is ready to accept it. General acceptability, आपको इसको दौड़ भाग नहीं करनी है, किसी को दूसरे सामने वाले पार्टी को आपको बताना नहीं है कि आई वांट दिस, डबल कोइंसिडेंस ऑफ वांट्स वाला चक्कर यहाँ पे नहीं चलेगा, राइट. All exchanges take place in terms of money. This function has removed the major difficulty of lack of double coincidence of bonds, जो मैंने आपको just अभी बताया है, and conveniences associated with the barter system. Use of money allows purchase and sale to be conducted independently of one another. It means आप purchase करो, जरूरी नहीं है आपको सामने वाले को ढूंढना है. You can also easily sell also because now the goods can be measured in terms of money, right? Then this function of money facilitates trades and helps in conducting transactions in an economy. I think कोई भी point आपको इतना समझाने की जरूरत नहीं है because it's written in very simple language and you know the features of money also. Money has no power to satisfy human wants, but it commands power to purchase. But you have the command, okay? If you have the money, then you can purchase a commodity and then you can satisfy that. So the money has the command power to purchase those things which have utility to satisfy human wants. Now, money as a measure of value, this is again the primary function of the money. Money as a measure of value means that money works as a common denomination in which values of all goods and services are expressed. Okay, तो अब क्या होता है, जैसे इंडिया में आपका क्या रुपीज है, बाहर कहीं पे पाउंड है और कहीं पे डॉलर है. So these are the denominations. Okay, by reducing the value of all goods and services to a single unit, that is the price, it becomes very easy to find out the exchange ratios between them and comparing the prices. This function facilitates maintenance of business accounts, which would be otherwise impossible. Okay, so these are the features of the money. और ये हर पॉइंट में आपका क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फीचर इज दिस, विच फीचर इज हाईलाइटेड ओके इन दिस. तो ये एमसीक्यूज में बहुत आता है, तो ये आपको आसान अभी लग रहा है, बट एज वी आर गोइंग टू सी द क्वेश्चंस इन एमसीक्यूज, उसमें बहुत आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान से ये करना पड़ेगा कि कौन सा फीचर इसमें हाईलाइट हो रहा है, राइट. Money helps in calculating relative prices of goods and services. Due to this reason, it is regarded as a unit of account. Okay, so for instance, rupee है आपका, it is a unit of account in India, and pound, that is in England. Okay, now secondary function is what? अलग functions इसके और कौन से होते हैं? Standard of deferred payments. Okay, standard of it means the payments can be made in future. Okay, so the deferred payment means that the money act as a standard for payment which are to be made in future. Every day millions of transactions take place in which payments are made immediately. Money encourages such transactions and helps in capital formation and economic development of the country. राइट, सो ऑब्वियसली बात है, जब आप उसको इन्वेस्ट करोगे आगे फ्यूचर में यूज करोगे तो वो कहीं ना कहीं इकोनॉमी में भी जाता है पैसा. ठीक है, एंड हेल्प्स इन द कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द इकोनॉमी. Now, the function of money is significant because money as a standard of deferred payments has simplified the borrowing and lending operations. So because of that standard of deferred payment होता है, तो आप borrow भी कर सकते हैं, उसको lend भी कर सकते हैं और future में आप loan payment भी कर सकते हैं with the help of money. It has led to the creation of financial institutions. Now, store of value, you can store the amount of money, okay, with you, and it does not require a huge space. Then perishable वाला चक्कर भी नहीं रहता इसमें, okay. So in that, you can say it provides security to individuals to meet contingencies, unpredictable emergencies, and to pay future debts. Under the barter system, it was difficult to use good as a store of value. Now, money is available in fractional denominations ranging from 1 to 500. आप notes and coins में भी देख सकते हो. Money is easily portable, general acceptability, and much more secure than in terms of money, right? So money has overcome the drawbacks of barter system. We will continue this in the next video, okay? And I hope ये आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. वही same functions देखो इसमें समझाए गए, medium of exchange जो अभी हमने पढ़ा है, measure of value, okay? Then store of value and standard of payment, the same thing. जब भी मैं लेकिन continue कर दूंगी next video में. I hope you like the session and just keep learning, keep growing. Thank you for watching.